and try to make a difference out there on special teams.
Was your dad in Evanston?
He was, yeah. Dad and brother made it down for the trip, so that was good to see them. They spent the weekend down there, so I saw them after the game, which is good.
They had more fun than you, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Where are they now?
So Dad and brother, they came down to visit at the game in Chicago. They're just back home in Northville. Brother's in Detroit at Wayne State Law School.
Gotcha. Talk about special teams so far. It's been one of the highlights of it, and how much pride you take in that.
Yeah, no, it's been a big deal for us. I mean, we set out with pretty high goals. We have a lot of experienced guys on the units across all 4 phases, so we really want to be aggressive, and we really kind of take, Coach Partridge is really big on that, and we take that to heart. So we really just want to go out there, put pressure on teams, put our offense in good spots when they, for good field position, and try to pin the other team as deep as they can. Because I mean, when our defense gets going like 85, 90 yards on our defense, it's not going to really happen that often. So,
What's the biggest thing he's taught you?
Coach Partridge?
Yeah.
Honestly, he's taught me just a ton about the game, about understanding leverage, understanding certain situations. Looking at other teams' punts, looking at their kickoffs, kind of how to watch tape. I mean, I think one thing would just be how to be tough and be aggressive. He always pedal to the metal kind of guy, and really wants us to play fast, play hard, and play physical.
What's enabled you to have the multiple big plays you've had on special teams?
Pure athleticism.
It's not that. I mean, I'm definitely not the. You look at guys like Khalik and Josh and Devin. I know I'm definitely not as big, fast, strong as those guys. So I think it's probably being just really focused on being prepared and being in the right spot, knowing my job, knowing my assignment within all the schemes, and just going out and try to make a big play, playing fast, and kind of just laying it all on the line. I would say that's probably one thing.
You mentioned you guys have been focused on meeting your goals. Special teams seems like something that's kind of hard to quantify. What are some of those goals?
Yeah, it definitely is. So I think, like kickoff return, we always want to start, our average drive start, we want to have it past the 30. Kickoff, we were the #1 team last year with, I think it was about 15 yards per return letting up, so we want to be underneath that. Punt, we want to have, it's about like net yards on our net punts. Same thing with punt return, we want to have good return yards. And so we took a look at that after game 3, and I think pretty much all of them we were in good standing. So we we definitely have a lot more work to do, but as of now we're playing up to a pretty high level.
Someone like Will Hart, how does he improve by 15 yards per punt in one off season?
I don't know. I mean, he's a hard-working kid, and he's a goofy kid to be around. So he's got a really good personality, good guy to be hang out with and talk to. But it's amazing what he's been able to do, being able to flip the field like he has. I mean, I can't remember a punt this year that's been less than 50 yards in the air. So I mean, it's been amazing what he's been able to do. We've got a lot of speed out there on our coverage units. Got a lot of guys making really smart plays. Glasgow, Watson, Ambry, and McCurry are all getting down the field and making smart plays. Being in good coverage lanes and just making tackles when we need to.
Punts aren't exactly the most exciting thing that happens on the football field, but do you
Yeah.
guys get excited as Will started getting hyped when
Yeah,
Gets
no,
him downfield.
no, definitely. Yeah, you always see him whenever he hits a good ball. You'll hear him. You'll hear him before you see him, and he's a. And it's good because he knows if he puts one out there, we're gonna go get it. And we trust that Will's gonna put a good ball with a good hang time out there, and in the right spot. And so we like you said, it's not the most exciting play ever, but we take a lot of pride in making sure he gets the ball in the right spot, and he's protected well. That he can, do his job so we can go do our job.
Sounds like he has a lot of energy for a punter then.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. He's a pretty talkative guy and, a good guy to have around in the locker room. He's been doing well holding the ball too. He's our holder, and he learned a lot from Garrett Moores, and it's been good having him around.
When you say that you hear him before you see the punt, what do you hear?
Well, no, I mean, when you're coming off the field is when you usually hear him. So you'll hear him screaming, he'll be fired up. He'll be, running around tapping guys on the helmet, and but yeah, he's
Is it like the rebel yell, or what are you getting?
Yeah, I mean, just top of his lungs, he's screaming, he's fired up. He's he's happy that we can take care of business on the coverage end, and he does his job when.
Is he the most excitable player on the team? Because
That's pretty
Shea's
tough.
pretty level.
Yeah, Shea's level-headed guy. I mean, you got to put Chase up there in the mix. Who else? I know. I mean, I think Karan, he's pretty level-headed, but you'll see, he's got a really fiery side to him too. So I mean, definitely, I would say probably Chase. I mean, that'd be a hard one not to.
Is that slightly out of character though for a punter to be?
A little bit. I mean, we would kind of poke fun at the specialists for being some odd characters. I mean, they spend a lot of time together. He's got a big personality, good personality about him. So you know, he's still a young guy too. So he's still coming up within the program and fits in well. All the guys respect him. You know, the work that he's put in to, you know, make such a big improvement, like everyone said. So.
Following Morse, does he have that bullseye for the holder of the year? Has he been focusing on that?
I don't think he's as socially, like as much of a social butterfly on like Twitter and all that stuff, you know, compared to Garrett. But Will's been doing a good job, and you know, Garrett was at the game on Saturday, so it was good to see him. You know, he was talking with, I saw him a little bit. He was talking with Will, so I don't know if Will's gonna, you know, make a push for holder of the year, but I think he's doing a pretty good job so far.
You guys good with Joe? Anything
Thanks,
else?
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
Thanks, guys.